Hello, once again, everyone, and welcome back once again to another reaction of the Ricky Gervais show. First of all, I would like to apologize for taking so long to make it another one. It's been reaching attention slowly. A few new people I've seen. There has been over a dozen new subscribers into the channel as well. For that, I'm very grateful. And first of all, I would like to take a little second to thank everyone that commented in the last video. Uh, Record breaking on my channel, 34 likes the last reaction had. That it's more likes than any of my videos ever had, and I have over 150 videos in this channel. So we just like to give it a shout out to James Bass, lovely bit of Bugle 219, Andrew Downey 62, Robbie Shields 89.99, Mosh Potato 28, and the already mentioned before Matthew.j, who reached the channel through the first of the reaction videos. Thank you so much for the support. It's all nice comments, it's all supportive. And one of you guys, specifically lovely bit of Bugle 219, said, great reaction, you should try a show called The In-Betweeners. I do know The In-Betweeners. I did explain in the first Ricky Gervais show reaction that I experienced a little bit of British television due to a little block that used to be in the HBO Max channel when it was a TV channel here in South America. There were times where they would play a lot of British television, but that again was over 12 years ago. But yeah, it could be cool. We could do things like that. And if you guys have any recommendations like that, I would look into it. And then again, sorry for taking so long. It's just real life. It's been messy, had a lot of things to do. But without any further ado, let's get into it. Now, I'm pretty sure it's better for YouTube reasons that I keep the screen that tiny. Or probably tinier would be better, but you know, it's whatever. The channel that uploads the videos, is in the description in case you want to see. It's not the best quality, obviously. But yeah, in case you want to see it on your own, it will be in the description. There's the man, the genius, genius Carl Pilkington.
Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant. Hello. And the little round-headed buffoon that is Carl Pilkington.
All right.
Do you know the other week when I came up with like a different idea of how we can sort of make the world run and that?
Can we just have a quick recap of that? Because I seem to remember it was a load of old arse.
It was ridiculous. It was he was saying that the world is overpopulated, so the system would be where people live too long and stuff. So what happens is people live till 78. I don't know how you can enforce that, right?
Yeah.
But when they die, they've got a little baby in their stomach,
Right.
like a pip in an apple,
Yeah.
that then carries on when they die.
Right.
It wasn't a theory. It wasn't an idea. It was the ramblings of a mental case.
You're saying it's stupid, but someone's emailed in and said, "Oh yeah, that's pretty good." Just saying.
First of all, the episode is called Charity, as you can see now. It's episode 3 of season 1. I did not mention that, but yeah, I do remember him talking about that. But it always comes down to Ricky just debunking by logic and theory. I don't really think you have to take that seriously, quite frankly, you know.
If that's a no, right? I've been thinking.
It is a no.
What about if we do it the other way, right?
Ah, go on.
Somehow, I don't know how.
A kid has an old lady?
Oh no.
That's what it's going to be, isn't it? A child will give birth to an old man.
No.
God.
What I'm saying is, right?
Go on.
work the other way round.
Come on then.
So if somehow we can inject something in like a body that's just died, right?
Listen to this. Imagine this is notes.
So-
when he hands it into the Nobel people,
Yeah.
and they go, if there's a way that we can inject something, they go, well, what? Well, I don't know the chemical formula, but something HO2.
Right. So anyway, so you inject it in the temple.
The temple.
He's narrowed it down to the temple.
So what happens?
She sort of wakes up,
Amazing.
right? And she works the other way. So like she might be 77,
Yep.
and then she'll have a birthday. She's 76, and she's working that way.
Like Benjamin
Right,
Button.
Okay.
Are you with me?
No, keep it.
Because the thing is, you've got.
I no
I'm
idea.
really scared.
Yeah.
I'm really scared. This is the maddest thing you've ever said. This is madder than the old lady with the pit like an apple in her belly.
It sort of did work.
This is
No, it didn't work. It
How?
worked in your head. It's like a dream that you wake up and go, oh, I've got a great
It's like a
theory.
fever
It's like-
dream.
This is it. Let me just tell you the
Go on then.
ending, because the endings works
Yes,
out a bit
please.
better.
Go on.
What I'm saying is, when you die at the age of
78.
9 months,
What?
at the age of 9 months, because that's when
Right,
you come
because she
out,
went back.
What do you mean when you die at the age of
you're
nine?
not scared of dying because you're now a baby, so you don't know what's going on anyway. So there's no fear.
So you've missed out a bit here. So this woman, what, literally gets younger and younger?
I think
Yeah.
when she's in her 20s, she's in her old age, Rick.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, because that's the fun part of your life, isn't it? When you're 20 and you've got all your energy and that. So before you die, you're actually having a good life, rather than it being the other way around.
But does she do different
don't
stuff
think it
than-
works.
Than she did on the way up? Because she's already lived 78 years, hasn't she? Don't forget. She was a baby once, and she grew to 78 years. Then
Right.
someone stuck a needle in her head and said, right, back you go.
No, but forget all that bit.
Oh, forget all that bit. How do we forget that bit?
What I'm saying
So
is,
she died and she doesn't remember all her. This is a new life, is it?
let me just leave you with this.
Right, you're talking shit. Explain yourself.
The family getting younger.
So
What's
mad.
happened to the family? I mean,
Forget
I
it
don't
then.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Leave it as it is, shall we?
What's happened?
This.
Right, you're talking shit.
That's what I was
Explain
thinking, because you're born, you get old, and then you start going back. What happened to your parents? Do your parents go through the same? Because that means when you are around, that means at some point you are gonna meet through the same age, sort of thing.
Oh, forget all that bit. How do we forget that bit?
What I'm saying
So
is,
she died and she doesn't remember all her. This is a new life, is it?
let me just leave you with this.
Right, you're talking shit. Explain yourself.
He gets so
The
angry.
family getting younger is what's happened to the family? I mean,
Forget
I
it
don't,
then. We'll leave it as it is.
No, leave it as it is, shall we?
Shall we? Can we all agree on that, guys? Now, should we agree to leave it as it is? Is that all right? Because I don't want to hear any more from the diaries of Charles Manson.
No, it's. I mean, you're a fucking maniac.
Charles Manson. Okay, so this happens a lot. They're just gonna leave the topic and not resolve it, which I don't really think you can anyway, right? But still, it's always kind of abrupt, because for some reason I'm expecting them to elaborate on how to finish the fucking idea. Oh, but it's mental.
A friend of mine got a gift, or rather gave it as a gift. I don't know if you've been familiar with these. It's a charity organisation, and you go on their website or you phone them up, and you can give someone else the gift of, say, a goat, and it's a sort of goodwill
Ah,
thing.
yeah,
So
right.
you buy an African family a goat, and
Right.
Right. Them for years.
and it's
to come.
like you're saying, well, I would have bought you a present,
Yeah,
but
but I've used that money wisely.
Yeah, so it's almost like they've given the
Exactly.
present. They've given the goat.
Yeah, it's a beautiful idea. But as soon as he told me about it, I thought to myself straight away, knowing Carl's views on
Charity.
and giving,
Charity,
I wonder
here we
what
go.
his views would be.
Well, are they happy with the present over there? Like the people who are getting it?
You're an idiot. What you think? An African family wakes up and there's a little goat with a ribbon tied round it, and they go, "Oh, look what Santa brought us."
Look, and that mince pie's gone and that glass of milk.
You're such an idiot.
No. But what I'm saying is, does that family want a goat?
Yes.
I guess
Well,
they
why
need
is
it.
It's not they want a goat, it's they need a goat.
Right.
What
Alright,
do you
forget
think
it.
this organisation is?
Substance.
Arbitrarily giving goats to
They're
people.
going to say, "Oh, I wanted Nintendo." What are you
But
thinking?
what I'm saying is, right, let me put myself in their shoes. Well,
This'll be
they
a
haven't got
first.
any. But say I'm one of them, right, over there. Right, I'm sat there, it's Christmas Day, right? I open it up, open the present, little goat there, right? Now, if I was one of them, I'd be going, not another mouth to feed. At the end of the day, there isn't enough food to go round for themselves, never mind a goat. Don't they say, like, having a dog and that is quite expensive? Sometimes they say,
God.
you know...
Yeah,
what with
but
all the
pets are
injections you've
basically
got to give in.
luxury.
Well, I'm assuming it's all above board. The goat's had its injections. That's what some of the money goes towards. It's just a way of redirecting cash.
But the thing is, why do they want that goat? What's the main reason?
What?
Just told you they need it.
Milk.
Right. Now,
Milk.
wouldn't it be easy to just send them a bottle of milk? Without all the hassle and the headaches that come with it. That's all I'm saying. And the other thing is, think about the goat.
I mean, if these tribal people, tribal African... I mean, I don't even want to argue. So, I mean, it's pretty clear the reasoning behind this this act, but he just doesn't get it. First of all, it's not easier. It'll be waste. Money would be lost differently than doing the goat thing, you know, because that thing, it's gonna expire, and paying just to send them. I don't know what I'm trying to reason with this. It's not better. It's not better.
And the other thing is, think about the goat. That was happy over here. Suddenly, it's on barren land. No grass.
I'm gonna burst.
You didn't send a goat from here.
I'm saying, who's happy at the end of this, right? You've got a fella who hasn't got a present over here because the mate bought him a goat, right? So yeah, let's do this properly. So there's a tick.
Oh,
He's
God.
not happy, right? Then you've got the person who's opened it, who, like you said, wanted something else, right? It's a goat. They go, who's going to look after this, right?
A tribal family that barely has any substance wouldn't want anything else. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, they need an enhance on commodities. They're not waiting for the new Air Jordans
So tick, they're not happy, and then you've got the goat
or
going,
trendy haircuts.
what am I doing here?
The goat.
Definitely love this.
Okay,
Surely.
yeah.
Have you started seeing this now? Virgin are starting plugging Virgin Galactic. I think it's something like 200,000 quid, and you'll get a chance to go in a space shuttle into space.
Carl, thoughts?
Going to space.
Wouldn't it be a fascinating experience to go into space and look back at the Earth?
I mean, at what point are you all meant to be happy?
Okay, here we are,
Do you know
and
what I mean?
let's see.
You're floating about up there, and because you don't get out, do you?
What, you mean to do some duty free?
It's very
I'm just
rant
talking,
today.
You don't go floating about, do you? You stay in your seat.
Well, they probably let you move around on the shuttle.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about getting out. For me, when you
What,
go
you
on
want to
holiday...
get out into space?
In outer
that's what I'm
space.
saying. When you go on holiday, the flight bit isn't the best bit of the holiday, is it? That's the bit you've got to do. So what I'm saying is you've got
Right.
to stay on this and then you go back home. So you don't take luggage, right? I don't see the point.
Right, so you're there, you're sat in your own clothes for the whole time, same clothes the whole time.
But I don't understand what is the point.
I think it's the view. I think it's two things. I think it's the view and being able to be part of an exclusive club.
This is-
I went into space.
Right, for
it's
rich
all
people.
That thing about man conquering nature, and you're one of that elite few that have managed to pop up, see the world from a distance that no one else can see it from, and then pop down.
All that way just for the view.
Yeah.
Is it worth it? I mean, there's a lot of other places I haven't
mean,
seen anyway.
In this scenario, I kind of like the way he thinks, because he doesn't realize, I think, but he's just arguing why it's basically just another way of for very high rich people to just flex, sort of thing, right? Because I'm not going to space, right?
Anyway, right, before I think about that, I think
Not
if
me
you've
the
gone
one going.
everywhere- I haven't been to Scotland yet. Right?
Right, yeah.
I'm not being funny, but do you know what I mean? So just have a look in your
I'm
back
not being
garden
funny.
before you go looking in someone else's.
In space.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would make it a trip worthwhile for you? I mean, if you did go into space, if we gave it to you free of charge, we said, Carl, go up.
I
and
know the answer. I know
Oh.
the answer to this, Steve. He's thinking, I'd like to meet some aliens that can talk like I do,
Yeah.
and I can understand them, and they can tell me something. Like what? Oh, they met God, he was all right. That's the sort of thing, that's what he's going to say. He'd
He was
like
all
them to
right.
look like monkeys in spacesuits.
Yeah.
That would be his ideal thing. He'd like to go to the planet of the apes.
Planet of the
He
Apes.
would love
They
to
could
go
arrange
to
that.
Look, he's nodding. He's
Yeah.
nodding. Thoughts, Carl?
Well, yeah, that'd be brilliant.
What would be brilliant?
Seeing a little alien and that, having a chat with him, find out what's been going on.
What's been going on?
No, but don't you think that? Like, I mean, if
Okay.
you bought me that as a present, right?
Yeah.
Either of you,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be that happy. For me, that's a little bit like.
Well, that's annoying because we've got you a trip
We
to
just
space
pulled
and a
together.
goat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how like I am interested in sort of going on another planet, right? Not
God,
Right.
you are on another planet, mate.
no, but do you know what I mean? It would be quite sort of interesting.
How do you think you'd get there?
Well, yeah, you'd go on a rocket and stuff, but what I'm saying is, at least you know when you get there, you're getting out, you're having a bit of a wander. But I wouldn't be happy in just the journey bit of it. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Great, isn't it?
But the thing is, right, because I was looking into it a bit, because I was reading about the Virgin Atlantic
Yeah.
thing, right? And I was reading something that in 1971, right, 3 of them went up there. There was one bloke in the rocket.
71?
The other 2
69, wasn't
had a
it?
walkabout, seeing what rocks they can find. And
Yeah.
that. And that bloke who was in the rocket, right, he was the loneliest man ever in the world.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know if that's some sort of profound poetry or.
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
Do you know what I think he's trying to say?
think.
He's trying to say he was, by definition, a human furthest away from all other human contact.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I said.
Yeah, okay. No, you said
Right.
loneliest. Loneliest evokes an emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
it's like he started crying and writing poetry and listening to Morrissey records.
The Cure.
But what I was thinking is, do you think when he got up in the morning, he still bothered to put his clothes on?
In the morning.
That's the first thing that came into your mind.
No,
when
just
you
because
pictured him
I
in
always,
there.
you know, at the end of the day, even if like my girlfriend Suzanne's out at work and that, I'm not happy walking about with everything out because you never know what's going to happen. I just mean, you know,
Apologies.
if
Yeah.
someone's going to turn up.
no, I don't like what I don't like. No, I always pop some pants on or a towel,
Well,
even if I'm
not
alone.
always. Because I've knocked on your door when you've been stood there with.
No, he's
Yeah,
taking
but
his trousers off.
No, I
when he
did it
comes to the door.
especially.
Oh.
knowing
Oh,
that you
God.
were there. I did it especially to annoy you. Yeah. So.
Well, do you know what I mean? Do you think he was walking about the rocket with his tackle out, or did he go, well, you know, no one's watching here?
Do
Do
you
know what I
reckon
mean?
it floats up or down?
Well, if you are the man who was up in a space rocket and was for a short period the loneliest man in the world, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear
Oh,
what
this
you
rants.
how lonely you
Oh,
felt. And
great.
also, did you float around with your cock and balls out?
Oh, God.
Carl, if you could
Just like that, we dropped the subject. We're going to something else. It was pretty damn funny, though. God damn it.
Carl, if you could have a superpower like Superman, what would your superpower be?
Can I suggest consciousness? Can I have the power of thought?
Remember, you've
This is a
already
good
got opposable
question.
thumbs.
I mean, it's a pretty cliche question. Would you get that sort of question when you're a kid in school, right, all the time? But it's just, what is he gonna say? You know, what's Carl Pilkington's point of view about this?
So cross that one off the list.
Oh, go on, Carl.
Now, there's so many to choose from: telepathy, X-ray vision.
Flight, invisibility,
Choose it wisely.
strength, intelligence.
But why have I been picked?
Oh, for God's sake!
No, but I'm just saying. I'd
It's
say,
Rob's question
no,
for
no,
you.
But I'd just say, does anyone else?
He's
want this? Or
he tries to make up lore over a question, right? Like it's a pretty idiotic question that you ask your friends when you're 7, right? And he's trying to make up lore and a backstory to this. Why have I been picked?
do you know what I mean?
Oh,
No.
what do you
Because-
wish you
no,
could do that's
no,
impossible is the
because-
question.
no, because-
Or
He gets so frustrated, Rick.
What do you mean?
Ricky.
Because with that comes a responsibility. Is what
With
I'm saying.
Oh.
enormous power does come great responsibility.
So would you like spidey senses? Is that what you're saying?
Come on, Carl. You know
Spidey
all these
senses.
superheroes because they can.
I know, but it
They can
always
freeze
they're
things,
never
they-
happy, are they? Do you know what I mean? Spider-Man that wanted to tell that girl that he could climb walls and that. He's like, I can't. Superman never told Lewis and that.
Lois.
Who's Lewis?
Lewis.
Who's Lewis?
Just a pen pal, Superman.
Lewis, his little secret chum. Yeah. All right, Superman. Hello, Lewis.
Lewis.
Superman. Who are you? I can't tell you, Lewis. Brilliant.
You know, Hulk. He wasn't happy.
Look, he wasn't happy.
Okay.
It's true. He's got a theme.
See it drunk.
There's not many happy superheroes, are
But
there?
leaving aside the superheroes you're already aware of,
Yeah.
what superpowers do you want? You don't have to fight crime with it.
I know I shouldn't elaborate or argue with whatever Carl comes up with, but yeah, I guess superheroes are not happy, never happy, because they have they put their responsibility on themselves of being good and doing good things. You know, if I had a superpower, I wouldn't be a superhero. I wouldn't be a supervillain either. You know, I would be rich. That's what. You know, I have abilities. I would just do whatever and live in the middle of nowhere, so sort of thing.
Carl, let me remind you of some of the other things. Invisibility.
All the time, though, or can I sort of turn that on and off?
Let's say you could turn it on and off. Would that interest you?
Yeah. I'll have that.
What, invisibility?
Okay, and what would you do with this power of invisibility?
All right.
Just sort of wander about and that, just not get seen.
It's a brilliant power. It's a brilliant.
And
It's put to such brilliant use. It's brilliant. Well done.
And why would you want to walk around and not be seen in that?
You
What
could
would you gain from
steal. You could steal and rob.
I
And
don't know. You could sort of go in shops when they're shut, so you don't have to go.
How would you get
crowds.
in?
Just get in just before they lock up.
Oh yeah. How would you get out?
Wait till the morning.
Brilliant.
So hang on. So that's your use of invisibility. They found the power of invisibility. You want to
Yeah.
never mind. No, hang on. You want to sneak into HMV, right? Wait for 12 hours and then buy
just to be at the.
Oh, I love it.
just so that you don't have to be in there with
I
other
don't-
people.
do you know what? I don't want it. I don't want a power
Why not?
because I just don't think it'll do me any good. I think it's more of a hindrance.
I love this. Like, just think of his presents. We've given you a go, a trip into space, and the chance to be invisible.
Not happy with any of them.
Yeah. What he wants
Oh,
is a
God.
voucher for HMV.
Yeah. He just wants some tokens for a record shop.
Oh god, this man is the only one who cannot take a superpower as an advantage. That was brilliant, though. His mind works in a different level. I'm telling you.
Let's go through a few more of these emails. This one's from Kent from Nova Scotia, Canada. He says, Carl, he's wondering if you've got any personal mantras that you could pass along. For instance, he reminds us of Ben.
I know a mantra, a Carl Pilkington mantra. One of them is, "Do we need them? Do we need them? Do we need them?" Whatever, however he pronounces it. The other one it would be, "Can't be bothered."
Franklin's famous mantra, waste not, want not.
Who
Waste
said
not,
that?
want
Ben
not.
Franklin.
What was he? What did he do? What was his
He's the
job?
Benjamin Franklin was
electricity
a
guy.
well-respected American politician from the 1800s. He was a
With a comet.
thinker, a philosopher, a
Experiments.
scientist, deeply respected. Also
on
a big
money.
political figure. He features on.
And he was a woman apparently. That's an that's all conspiracy, you know, from when I was like 10.
He's on a
Dollar bill or the
yeah.
$10 bill or something.
Yeah.
So he's one of the great sort of American
A
Enlightenment
founding father
thinkers.
as well,
And
right?
he came up with the mantra, waste not, want not.
You must know waste not, want not. I mean, that's just.
Do you
I-
understand the phrase waste not, want not?
No, not really. No. What does it mean?
I guess I'm trying to guess because I never heard it before, you know. I'm not big on American history. I guess it means if you have a tool or something like that, I don't know why I thought tools, but if you have a tool and you never throw it away, one day you need that specific thing, right? And it's there, sort of thing.
I've never used it.
It's like, don't throw stuff away because
Right.
you might need it, and therefore you won't be wanting anything because you didn't throw it away.
So he was a bit of a hoarder.
If you don't waste food, for instance, then you won't.
A bit of a hoarder.
For God's sake.
No, but I'm just saying, you know, he's a man
frustrated
in power.
Steve.
Is that the best thing he ever said?
No, I'm sure he came up with many, many profound
So why
things.
is that one
He did
remembered?
experiments in electricity and conducting electricity, all sorts.
But that impresses me more, inventing electricity, than someone...
He didn't invent
Inventing.
electricity.
Wait a minute. Didn't impress you more than what?
just saying waste not, want not. I don't think it's that good. It's not even catchy.
How would you word it?
I'd just say, whoa, don't be chucking that out. You might need that later.
Don't be checking that out. You might need that later. Carl Pilkington.
Later.
Whereas some would argue
2005.
that waste not, want not is perhaps a little bit more pithy, a little bit more...
We should go through great sayings and phrases and say
See if he
Carl,
could, well, firstly,
yeah.
does he know what
Oh,
they mean?
yeah.
And then secondly, can he improve them?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
We'll do that next time.
So, let's see. Okay, Winston Churchill. Never have so few done so much for so many.
Right. Never heard that one either.
Do you know what that means?
I'd just be annoyed if I was one of them who gave a lot for a few or whatever, right?
No, gave a lot for so many. You were,
Yeah,
if you were one of those few
yeah, if
that
I-
gave so much for so many, i.e., it means these few good men, their actions freed the world. They freed the world. They have an impact on
Yeah.
every person in the world, and they
Brilliant,
were few
yeah.
brave men, yeah. And that's
Yeah.
what he's saying.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if I was one of them men who gave up his life, right, I'd want a name check. I don't want to be bungled in with everyone else who is saying a load of blokes gave it their lives, well done and that.
Never had so few, such as Carl Pilkington.
See you later.
That's brilliant.
Did you just say bungled in?
Yeah, bungled in, yeah.
Bungles. Bungles.
I don't want to be bungled in.
You made up a word. See, that's it. You see, we've been looking for it. That's original. That's Carl Pilkington. I don't want to be bungled in.
Bungles.
Right, do you know we've chatted about charities before, haven't we?
Sure. Yeah.
Done a lot of
Right,
stuff on that,
again.
right? I was coming back from Manchester, right? Got off the train at Euston.
Yeah.
Right? Off the train, walking through the busy bit and stuff. There's this fella stood there, right? Good charity worker.
The charity worker.
Nice looking fella who's got his suit on, the tie and everything, quite respectable and that, right? Look down at his bucket, all the money's been put in the bucket and that,
Yeah.
right? On the front of the bucket, right? It says collecting for the homeless at Christmas. Now, why can't they
Right.
do that?
What, the homeless?
The homeless people. Why is some fella taking his time out, right? His own time where he could be at home.
Some of us have got homes to go to.
Why do you know what I mean?
What do you think? Just give them the
Well,
buckets?
what are the homeless people doing whilst he's doing that? Is what I'm saying. What
I'm
have they got on
assuming-
the timetable.
Cut out the middleman. Cut out the middleman.
What would prevent a homeless person and an entrepreneurial homeless
assuming
person just getting a bucket?
they
and
don't
writing it on
eat.
over
Could I
themselves?
suggest something? Hunger.
Yeah.
Some drug addiction, traumas, often mental illness.
Yeah, I mean, they're homeless. They don't eat. They sleep probably in the street, whatever they can. They cold. Body, the body, fucking wrecking. I'm assuming they cannot do it. You know?
Just possibly too depressed to get up, put a suit on, and go to Euston Station with a nice bucket with some writing on it.
And then, right, I was thinking about that, right? And I was walking down the street in London with Suzanne. Saw a little homeless. Oh, well, I didn't see the homeless bloke, right? I saw a leg,
Right.
sticking out of a doorway.
Right?
Thought, here we go, right? Walked past it, right? You're not going to believe this.
Go on.
Homeless,
Yeah.
Chinese fella. I've never seen one of them. No, I'm not having a go, right? But have you ever seen? Do you know what I mean? That was a shock.
I
to me.
really don't think I have. I think he's got me there. I
don't think
hate
I've
to
seen
say
one
it, but
either.
I must say, I can't remember ever seeing a homeless Chinese
Why does
person.
it feel wrong though to say it like that?
I actually said, I was walked past and I said to Suzanne, "Did you see that?" She went, "What?" I said, "Just look back there." She said, "What?" I said, "That homeless fella. Look back at him." She said, "What?" I said, "He's Chinese."
The Chinese homeless man.
Good point. Of course she did.
She did that to shut you up.
She didn't want to get into a conversation
Probably.
with you.
His face.
Rick, it's that time again. It's what the whole world
Oh,
is waiting
Monkey
for
News.
now.
Is it
every
Monkey
week.
News?
It is Monkey News. Please perform live the jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news, you.
Beep, 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 beep.
There we go.
Right then, well,
Okay,
got an
here we
email
go.
From John. You know, if you've got any monkey news going on in your area,
Let us know.
God, amazing.
but there's a TV channel in Moscow, right? And I think they had a bit
Moscow.
of bad luck or something, a lot of redundancies and that, right? And whoever was in charge of it got a bit mental and got rid of loads of people, right?
Yeah.
And they come in the next day and they were like, right, are we ready to go live and that? And someone comes running in with a clipboard saying, we haven't got any people left, right, to present.
Such nonsense.
Right, tell you what. Right, okay, carry on.
The channel keeps running when they have no
there's
staff.
If just one employee turns out to be Simeon and is doing a good job, I'm never doing this radio show again.
So this TV channel, you know, it's having a lot of problems and that. He's
Right.
got to go live, right? He's like, what am I going to do? Anyway, for some reason, right, there was a chimp knocking about.
For some reason, that's the key
For
bit
some
of
reason.
information, but we didn't get it. We didn't get it.
Doesn't matter, does it?
It doesn't matter. Imagine
Anyway.
if that was in a film. And they're going, well, I can't see where this plot go. Well, he's just there. He's just there.
So anyway, so he sort of says, get it in a suit, right?
Why?
Get it in a
So-
suit.
Because they're running out of ideas, the clock's ticking, they've got to go live with something.
What do you mean? What he's
What, is it a
presenting?
news program?
He's
Well,
presenting.
Listen, it's a chat show. I'm not.
They can't
Again,
talk.
don't have a go at me, have a go at John, who sent this in.
Right,
And
be
this is,
quiet. Let's hear it. Let's hear it again.
Cleaning his
so, anyway,
hands.
so like I say, so going live, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, what have you. Chimp sat there on the chair. He was like, look, let's just get through tonight's show and worry about this tomorrow, right?
What are you talking about?
Look.
So they put a chimp in a suit. What was that handmade, or were the sleeves a bit short on him? You idiot! Think.
So anyway, it's sat there, right? And they're going, right, here we go. Good luck, everyone, right?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Chimp's there.
What program is
It's a
this?
chat show.
But whose chat show is it?
Well, it's the monkeys.
I like the fact that they. I like the fact that they put the chimp in a suit. It's like no one's going to take this chat show seriously if he's not dressed up, if he's not smart.
Slovenly, look at that slovenly ape.
So anyway,
Oh.
let's get to the point of it and that, right?
Right.
So anyway, so they go on, right? It's all going
Didn't
blinking.
happen. There's no way this happened.
Here's a fundamental
anyway.
question: how was the chimp asking questions?
Not sure about that bit, but all I've got is the stuff that was on the news site for this. Like I say, I've
But
given
it's
Ricky, you get so frustrated. Sorry to throw it back
anyway, so
again.
They go on, right? It's all going
didn't
blinking.
happen.
Did happen.
There's no way this happened.
Here's a fundamental
anyway.
question: how was the chimp asking questions?
Not sure about that bit, but all I've got is the stuff that was on the news site for this. Like I say, I've
But
given
it's
you,
rubbish.
Yeah, but I've given you some facts.
No,
I've
they're
told
not.
you there's a TV channel in Moscow that's having problems, right? I've explained that
No,
bit.
it's this rubbish.
They've got rid of the presenters. The monkeys sat
Oh.
there. Right, don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm telling you, it goes all right.
It
So
goes
anyway,
okay. In case you were worried, Rick.
he's sat there.
Fuck
right,
yeah,
just in the
Ricky.
first break, they're like, can't believe it. Right? You know, viewing figures and that, they're loving it. Right?
What? No. What? How did they know the viewing figures in the break?
Please do
And-
not interrupt the
and
news.
what did the chimp
At
do in
end,
the first half?
They had a big guest on.
Oh,
that week,
God.
And what did he do? Just talk to
Who was it?
himself?
They walked.
So Cher comes on,
I'm
yeah.
not sure, but say if it is Cher, right?
No.
Right,
What?
the main
Cher.
gaffer, he's like going, oh, Cher's going to go mental at us, right, for putting it on
Say
with
it
the
is.
monkey.
No, it is Cher.
No, it's
In
Cher.
his mind, it's Cher sitting there talking to a chimp in a suit.
So anyway, she
and they're
comes
filming
off.
it for Moscow TV, and the ratings are going through the roof.
Presumably there's a translator because Cher doesn't speak either Russian or chimp.
She comes off, right, and the bloke who's in charge is like, she's going to go mad. She's going to go mad here. She walks up, she goes, I love that. Right? She said that's one of the best interviews, right? So anyway, they decided, right, it went so well, kept him on. He's still there.
I love the fact that Cher was an idea that Steve threw up, and now she's going, I love that, I love that, I love that, Chimp, get me back there. I want to go to Moscow, never mind. Unbelievable.
Don't have a go at me, have a go at John, but, you know, if you got any monkey news. So,
Yeah, John. Oh, that's it? Oh, it fell so short. It felt so short. Jesus, that felt short. That went by pretty quick. Oh god, this one was great. I love the way that this Ricky went off today with the insults. You know, well, the insults, the frustration more like, and Carl sort of just ignores him and continues to tell whatever he's telling. It's a few things from this episode that are great. The loneliest man, for example. The loneliest man ever. Oh my god. They ask him, what superpower would you want? And he derailed that question completely into fucking... You know, he couldn't even... They couldn't even fathom to continue asking the question because of the way he went, you know? And then the sayings, that was great. That was great. The sayings, when they're comparing the sayings. Wow. There is a fundamental thing here to say, and it's, I feel like the Ricky Gervais show really is the Carl Pilkington show, though. Oh, and last but not least, at the time of recording this is 2024, almost 2025. It's 2 weeks for Christmas, or one. It's 10 days, basically 9 days of 2024. And I have never in my life seen a Chinese homeless man. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like the show, if you like the reactions, leave a comment. If you have recommendations such as the last video had, give it to me. I'll check them out. I'll see what I can do. You guys send me a lot more TV shows, like the In-Betweeners I mentioned before. I don't know how I'm gonna do with that if the episodes are too long, but yeah, I'll look into it. I'll see what else I can bring into the channel, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much once again. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.